What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode with RX7 Build. I know it's been a long time I haven't posted, and the reason is, you know what? Let me show you. So the reason is this. That's the reason. That's the reason I haven't posted anything for so long. So let me explain now what happened. So as you remember the last video, I did a wheel alignment on the car, and went outside on the street to test it and to see how everything works, how everything is. It was straight, it was perfect. Nothing was wrong with the car. I wasn't hearing anything. So on my way back, and I was going out of the highway, I pressed a little bit more the gas, and I heard something like a misfiring or something like that. It was like a rev limit. Let's say it was like it hit the rev limit. So pretty much I just kept going, and it felt like it's misfiring, and I'm like, what's going on? It was the first time I heard that noise, so I'm like, let me go straight back to the garage. I came here to the garage, I turned it off, I turned it back on after it got cold. It turned on right away, and it was working below 600 rpm, and it was like a misfiring, like it wasn't working properly. I never heard the engine work like that. Then I let her again cool off. The next day I came back to the garage, I try again. I started doing some testing. I did a compression test. I was checking all the ignition coils. Everything was perfect except the compression. So the compression, it was like the front rotor was I think was like a 65 psi, and the rear was a 55 60, and I'm like, that's something's going on. Like, it can't be like that. It's too low. Like, because before I took everything apart, the engine had like 110 118 something like that at psi, so it was like a perfect. That's why I didn't open it. That's why I didn't do anything more work on the engine, because I wanted to breach port it and do some other stuff on the engine. So one day I came out the garage, I was really frustrating, and I'm like, you know what, let me take it apart. So I sat here, and I took everything by myself again. I opened it here. First time I opened the rotary, I was really curious what's going on in there, what happened and why it was working like that, because nothing else was wrong from the outside. So I'm like, something happened in there. So I opened it, and I saw this. Let me show you. So over here is all the apex seals and all the corner seals, the side seals. Let me get one that is messed up. Let me see what it is. I think it's this one over here. So look at this. Let me show you real quick. Can't focus. Let me see if we can focus. Come on. Focus. There. Alright. So as you see it, it's not supposed to be like that. Whoever knows how the apex seals, I'm gonna put this one here, and I'm gonna put one good one, because thank God I have some of them are good. So look at this. So this one, you see the little corner is really pointy pretty much, and this one is pretty broken, right? So that's the one of the one side of the rotor. Here is the rotors. They look really clean, and they look really like I don't know, looks like a brand new pretty much. So nothing happened to the rotors, housings, irons, nothing at all. So I was really lucky, because the little pieces they broke from the apex seals, they went straight outside of the exhaust port. So nothing staying inside the engine, and nothing messed it up, anything, and nothing pretty much damaged the inside. The little piece broke, and because it's like a more, I think it was like a 3 more, and one corner seal was a little messed up. The little rubber seals in there, they were messed up, so probably moved a little bit. And also, let me show you. As you see it, let me see if I can can make it work. Hold on, let me see here. So as you see it, this apex seal, okay? So this little dot is the a spring. So that means, look over here too. Let me see if I can focus it. If I can try to focus. Look at this. You can see the little dots is the springs. That's the one. The spring was pushing. You know how it is. It's like that. So the one side is all the way to the corner, and the other side all the way to the a little more to the right, and it's little dig in the apex seal. So I believe because he was sitting for so long in Greece, because he was sitting 5 years. My brother was turning it on a little bit, 10 minutes, and then turn it off. That's it. Every, I don't know, like 3 months. Sometimes he didn't do it. So that one probably got stuck over there, and it wasn't moving at all. So pretty much the corner that is separate from the apex seal, it went a little bit outside, so, and probably broke. So that's what happened. Thank God, like I said, everything went outside of the exhaust. So my housings, my irons, my rotors are perfect, like nothing happened to them. It's a miracle pretty much, because you know how expensive they are. Like it's $1,000 each thing, up and down. And yeah, so now because it blew pretty much, I'm going to build a little bulletproof engine, I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna show you after everything comes back, because I'm gonna send everything to RX7 specialties. I believe I said it correct. He's in Canada. I spoke with Adam over there. He told me everything, how to ship everything, how to put everything inside the box of the shipping box pretty much. And I'm gonna send it there, and he's gonna do all his magic. And I'm gonna do little CNC work on my parts, on my housings, on my irons. It's a lot of things to have to get done. And I wanted to do it by myself. I wanted to Bridgeport the engine by myself, but I really don't have the time, and I don't have the equipment right now. There's a lot of positive things with the CNC. First of all, one thing is everything is gonna be on the timing of the opening of the intake of the front rotor with the rear rotor. They're gonna be exact time. Like it's not gonna be not even a millimeter or a micromillimeter. You get it? Like it's gonna be perfect on timing. Even the exhaust, even the bridge, everything's gonna be straight lines. Everything's gonna be like smooth. The runners, everything is gonna flow like exact as their first and their second rotor will be. So that's the one thing I like, and I wanted to do it like so many years. So now I already spoke with him, so I'm gonna send him all the stuff there, and then whenever they're ready, he's gonna send him everything back, and I'm gonna start closing the engine. I'm not gonna say a lot what I'm gonna do on the engine. I'm gonna say everything to the time they come over here, so I can explain it better when you see it. And pretty much that's it. So that's what happened to the RX7. I know it's my first time. It's first time that blue engine on my hand, and I believe it wasn't my fault. So I believe it was like the time of the apex seals to fail. So yeah, so pretty much that's it. I'm gonna try to build an engine that is capable to push. I say 600, but I don't want to say more, and I don't want to say less, because I believe the way I plan everything to go, I want everything to be like on the 600, and if it's lower, it's fine for me, because after that, after this much power, I have to upgrade other stuff. I have to upgrade my clutch for sure. I have to put like a twin disc or a little better than this one, and I mean, I hope it holds, but I don't think it's gonna be capable to hold it like for long term. Like if I keep pushing, like let's say every week, I don't think it's gonna last like probably like 3 months. So I will have to put a new one. And then the other thing is, I don't know if my gearbox is gonna hold that power. that I know the diff. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube with some good RX7. They doing like probably like 1,000 horsepower, and they use the OEM diff, and it keeps holding the power, and I'm really impressed with that. So I'm really comfortable with the diff. So I don't think anything is gonna happen on the rear end. I'm really more scared about the PPF, the little brace. It might crack or something, or my gearbox, and I don't want to mess that up. So that one is gonna be a little after, but the way I'm building my engine is gonna be capable to hold a lot of power and a lot of boost. So I believe I can go 25 psi, 30 psi. I'm not gonna say easy, but I'm gonna go over there like comfortable. Like I'm not gonna be scared if I go 30 psi. So if I hit the 30 psi, it's gonna be a lot of power, and I don't think I'll go there. So that'll be all. So now you know the truth of the RX7, why it's not on the street anymore, and that's all the news that I'm going to do on the car. So everything is over here. You saw everything what is going on with RX7. It's a long term to do this build because it's a lot of money involved. Of course, I don't have, nobody sponsors me, so everything is from my pocket. So I can't spend all this money like in one shot. It's a lot of money to build a bulletproof, pretty much bulletproof engine, and it's like a single turbo, like a manifold turbo, exhaust, like a push control, another ECU, what else? Fuel pump, the fuel tank. I want to get the bigger one because this one is half as you saw it. So it's a lot of money to build this engine and to make this power. So yeah, it's gonna take a little time for sure, but I still have a lot of things to do on the car, so probably I'm gonna work on it, and that's all I have to say. So yeah, so guys, stay tuned, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.